The UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities is really, really important. It's important because governments have to realise what their obligations are, and people with disabilities themselves have the opportunity to ensure that their rights and their entitlements are upheld.
Today is the first event of its kind. It's the first time we have had organisations and individuals from North and South coming together to talk about the common challenges to monitoring, to implementation and ratification. Hopefully it's the start of an important partnership and collaboration, and together we can begin to learn from each other.
I was struck by the comments that I think it was John made, that he maybe knew a bit more about disability activism in Eastern Europe than he does about what was happening in the North. Part of our motivation for doing this was really to begin to tackle that, because particularly on this issue where you have people in Northern Ireland who've actually been using the UN Convention and people here in the South who are beginning to try to come to terms with it. It seemed to us that this was a perfect example to begin to try to nurture more North-South dialogue.
It's really an excellent idea, and it's amazing that it hasn't been done before now. There is, as you know, a North-South Ministerial Conference or Cooperation Agreement, which already encompasses special education. I see no reason why it shouldn't cover the full span of issues concerning implementation of the treaty north and south of the border.
When I arrived, I found out that the Maltese model and also the New Zealand model have been used here as good models, and you have no idea how good it makes me feel. The more coordination there is between different countries, inside and outside of Europe with respect to the UN CRPD, the better. I think that as we come together and we swap ideas and we look at the different ways that different countries are tackling it, we can come up with some sort of a best practice for the way of implementing things and the most painless way of ensuring that disabled people's lives are improved. So I think that by combining the two governments within Ireland and Northern Ireland together to look at this area, it's very important.
Nothing, I believe, will convince us more of government's genuine intent towards people with disabilities than their branding Budget 2018 as the budget to restore and progress the rights and needs of people with disabilities.
What we're doing today isn't about what happens in August, on 23rd of August. It isn't just about what happens the following year. 50 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, long after we're gone, we're setting a landmark. We're making history. So that's the point. Disabled people are speaking for themselves, and they're doing it within a framework of human rights. No longer are you talking about special needs. No longer are you patronising. No longer are you dismissing. Disabled people are now saying we're human beings entitled to fundamental human rights, and we're here to stay for the rest of time.